Hey guys, TNA here.
Hey.
And we're bringing you another episode of our weight loss challenge. Exactly. So, we're coming with you with our weight loss updates, telling you guys exactly how we did and letting you know exactly how we did.
Week 3.
Week 3, baby. So, how'd you do this week? I got the results right here. I'm going to give the results, but let's just talk about the week. How'd you do?
I did good. I think, I don't think I know. I kind of messed up a little bit this week, but, these things happen, and I just got right back on track. So,
good for you. Good. I had that kind of thing too. Usually the third week's kind of the toughest because you have your first week where you have the big losses, and then the second week it gets a little bit harder. You don't have that gung-ho-ness, right? Like you're not like, yo, I'm doing this. It's like week 3, now the salads are tasting a little bland already, and stuff like that. So, but I had the same stumbles. There was one day that I have something to do usually, and we have like a pizza night. So for the last couple weeks, those first weeks, I've been like bringing food, bringing my dinner. But this time I got caught up. I couldn't. But I did good because I made sure to only have 1 or 2 slices of pizza. I didn't go overboard. I really kept it strict. And then I came home and then I ate something a little better. But yeah, that was my only real stumble this week. So, but anyways, our results. So let me just check into these numbers and we'll get right back. Okay, so now we're gonna get to the results. We actually both had a good week this week. We both lost. Yay! Both lost again. So we've been doing good, you know what I mean? Kind of sticking to it. So our total so far is we've lost 4.4% body fat between the two of us. And we have lost a total of 15.2 pounds. So we've passed that next landmark. 15 pounds gone. We've been sticking with it. We've been doing good. I know this week was a little bit slower, but that's how it's going to be sometimes, right? Like we just said, you have struggles and everything like that. I know the struggles came early, but sometimes life gets in the way. You know what I mean? And not to mention on Saturday, we had that big prime rib dinner. I had 2 pieces of that prime rib. That was good stuff. So, you know what I mean? Sometimes you get caught up like that. So, yeah. But
we did good.
Either way, we did good. We are still on we're still on the downward trend. Yeah. So, pray for us as the video says. Keep praying because we're going to keep coming at you. So, why don't you tell them what we got for them this week, babe?
So, this week we're going to talk about how important it is to have a partner with you while you're doing this and while you're going through this journey. So we have each other, which is super dope.
Exactly.
And if you don't have a person or people or a group or anything like that, just give us a shout on Instagram or just even on our channel or anything.
Follow us on Instagram. You know what I mean? Hit us up in the comments. We'll make sure to somehow be able to reach out or keep track or, you know what I mean? Ask you what's up. We all, being in this together really helps out. There's a lot of benefits to, doing this with a couple. I was reading one study where they said they had studied 3,700 couples basically, and they had shown that when couples really band together and take on something like whether it be or quitting smoking or weight loss or anything like that, they're definitely more successful. So that's why we're going to do this together. We are going to have the solidarity. That's one of the definite benefits of doing it together. So why do you think it's good to do it together, babe?
You can provide support for each other, right? Tavis is such a huge support, and we just encourage each other all the time. And even when I have slip-ups or he has slip-ups or, we always just kind of get back and say, okay, well, it was just a day or it was just a meal or, it's okay. We're going to just keep going and be successful.
Yeah, and when you really push towards that success as a couple, one of the benefits is you kind of reduce your stress, you reduce your chance for things like heart disease, high blood pressure. You basically get to kind of enjoy, tackling that together. Yeah. So definite good point.
Yeah. So, babe, what do you think another good point is?
Well, I would say that sometimes, another benefit of kind of doing it together, or one of the benefits of having a partner doing it is that you guys can get some better sleep. You can kind of you're more rested. Sometimes when you have a lot of weight, it kind of makes it harder to breathe at night and stuff like that. So, and when that starts coming down, you're not snoring as much. You're not keeping your partner up. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'd say that's one of the benefits too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, sleep is so important, especially just for decreasing your stress and managing weight and everything. It's such a big part of all of it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah. So another benefit is also like cooking healthy meals. When we go grocery shopping, we often will have like a menu to go off of. And just recently, well, for a little bit, I guess, we've been actually utilizing HelloFresh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's a lot of good food on that. That's
seriously,
for sure.
It's so good. It is actually fresh.
Yeah.
The food is so amazing and it just feels good. There's always just enough. So I never feel like over full and gross and stuff.
No, it's a perfect. I find the servings are perfect, which is important.
Yeah.
So another benefit is, like you said, with the whole cooking thing, when you look at it as kind of like the couples and whatnot, is you can kind of pass on techniques to each other. I know that like my girl didn't know how to season before your boy came through. So you can teach somebody how to. But no, I'm just kidding. But not only that, but I mean, you can pass on other things like we've passed on snacks to each other, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. So you there's things that I let her try, like Cool Whip, you know what I mean? And she was like, "Whoa, this is awesome!" You eat it certain ways, or
the fresh. You had to eat it with pie.
Yeah, no, man, or the fresh fruit with like some yogurt.
Yeah,
it's just like sometimes
really
it tastes really good. So yeah, the benefit of doing it together is you definitely can kind of share ideas and really get things going.
Yeah. The seasoning, he's talking about a soup I made one time. It was not the best, but I totally made up for it.
Yeah, no, she's good now after I gave her like some crash courses on how to season meat. So okay, so another benefit most definitely of kind of doing it as a couple, or how it will benefit you as a couple, is as you kind of get towards your goals and lose more weight and stuff like that, you guys will start to have more fun together. You'll be able to be more active, you'll be able to go longer, do things more. Some of the famous ones that I always bring up for me is that when I was at my biggest, because I only gained some back in COVID, I didn't gain it all, but when I was at my biggest, I was always afraid about like fitting into booths or anything, and it really limits what you do. When every time your partner brings up something that might be fun, you're worried about like the space or whether, so it really can open up the world and make it a lot more fun. Not to mention, you get hikes, you get other things, when I, scuba diving, I'm just like, well, are they gonna have a scuba suit that fits me, man? Like I'm not just seizing the day. So the definite benefit towards your relationship and doing it together is that you will eventually be able to have more fun together, and you guys can kind of be on the same level as you get there.
Yeah, and I mean, doing things together, and you want to do all of these things, which makes you want to be healthier and live longer, right?
Yeah.
We want to be together a long time.
Exactly.
I want to be with him for a long time.
Exactly.
So I want to be healthy. He wants to be healthy for each other. And yeah, so we can do fun things, travel.
Yeah. Do all that stuff that, being fit and active entails.
Yeah. So another benefit is to like be healthy, for sure.
Yeah.
And just being attractive to each other, right? Like, the healthier you are, the better everything else is.
Oh, yeah, you know what I mean? Smashy. No, I'm just kidding. I don't smashy. Oh my God.
But, you are able to do a lot of these other things that just help you live longer and be healthier and, yeah, so it's really awesome to have a partner to do all of these things with.
Yeah, and exactly. And sometimes it can actually make your relationship kind of a priority again, because you have a common goal. You know, you're doing something epic together, you're kind of shopping for it, you're keeping each other accountable, and sometimes that can really help the bond and the closeness with the relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you guys are actually doing something epic together. You know, when you hit those things, you feel, yo, babe, I feel great. You know, look at me. Oh, yeah, you looking great. Everything's looking better. We're buying smaller clothes. You know, it just kind of snowballs into something great.
Yeah.
So the next thing I'm going to go into is I'm going to go into a kind of a couple things that you might want to avoid. Well, we're going to go into a couple things that you might want to avoid, or, you know, just kind of to make the thing a little bit smoother. You definitely don't want to end up killing each other over this. You know what I mean? You want to make it a positive experience. So the first point I'm going to bring up is that sometimes you want to make sure to encourage your partner and not coerce them, because that can kind of bring up tensions. You know what I mean? Don't, like, God forbid you would ever try to use like sex. You know, that's definitely not something that's very healthy. You do not want to do that. So, but just, you know, always be encouraging. Don't try to be like, oh, you know, put parameters on things or weird things. Definitely. So yeah, that's something that I feel.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you. Trying to force somebody into doing things is just never good.
No, it's not.
Yeah. So another downfall would be just don't let the other person's lapses give you an excuse to just like go off.
Yeah. So that's something that we sometimes find happens to us a lot, and that is I'll be having a bad day, so then I'll just be like, you know what, I want something bad. And it's very easy for the other person to kind of get torn in. Like, I'm sure you have your own instances.
Absolutely. There's usually once a month, I'm like, Tav, babe, I just want pizza.
Exactly.
And that's all that I'm going to be happy with today.
Yeah. So it's tough, man. Again, you know, you're in a relationship, you guys want to have, you know, watch some TV or spend some time together, and one person is just like hell bent on eating badly. Once in a while, I mean, we're all human, but you definitely have to make a point of saying, you know, no, I am just going to stick to my thing. And sometimes you'll find that influence really helps the other person, because when they see you say no, they kind of feel like, so, you know, they don't really do it. So that's going to kind of bring me into my next point. You definitely, when we're talking about the whole don't let lapses in judgment kind of affect you and stuff like that. But at the same time, you cannot be the food police. You know what I mean? That's going to definitely cause a lot of tension and stuff like that. If the other person's having a day and they want to have pizza, you know what? You just let them have their day. You just move on with your own. You do your own thing. You try to encourage. There's no point in shaming anybody or trying to get mad or, oh, you said nothing like that. You're just going to cause tension. And this is supposed to be something positive. So I'm definitely going to say lay off being the food police. What do you think about that?
Absolutely. I don't think we do that at all, really.
No.
No.
No, obviously not. Not enough. No. Actually, probably. I know we just said don't do it, but sometimes do it. No, I'm just kidding.
But, you know, it's supposed to be a positive experience, and you're supposed to be, you know, not just getting healthy and all of that, but also you're building intimacy with your partner. So to be the food police, do you really want to make out after? No, you're probably not.
Yeah, especially if you get in an argument about it. Like, that's terrible.
That's not okay. No. So, yeah, I don't think being the food police is ever good. No. So the last thing that you want to avoid is also making it too much of a competition. So when we first started doing this, we are actually quite competitive. So we have done kind of something like this before, but it involved money. And so every week we would show each other our pictures, and because there's very, like, transparency is big. So, if whoever lost the least percent of weight, that person had to pay the other person $25 for their groceries that week. And so we were both like, I'm gonna win. Yeah. But it was fun. right? And it actually helped just
helped
like
the
build
accountability.
the relationship, and it was a lot of fun. So I don't suggest making it so competitive that nobody's actually having fun.
Exactly. You know, you don't want to be like again, back to the shame. You don't want to be like lording it over them too much, which is why in this competition we decided to not give out individual losses or anything like that. You know, we're going to keep it together because we're together, man. This is a together thing. So, also, you know, Mother Nature plays a part. We figured that out in the last one. You know what I mean? Men do tend to lose weight a little bit faster than women. So, you know, making sure to always be encouraging and not make it a hardcore competition when it might be unevenly weighted in one person's favor or something like that, you know, stops a lot of the frustration or, you know, anger, or, you know, you don't want to get frustrated because my losses are garbage compared to yours or anything like that. So, yeah, man, do not make it a hard competition. Just kind of have fun with it. And remember, this is a journey to increase your life, make your life better, make you fitter, happier. That's what it's supposed to be about. So, in conclusion, like, basically there's tons of benefits to doing this as a couple and kind of having each other's back and really bonding and stuff like that. We have shown you there are some things that you want to avoid. So, make sure you take everything like that as a grain of salt. I want to thank you guys for joining us on this journey. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. I hope to feel like we really know each other by the end. I'm sure you're going to know me and all my geekiness.
Me too.
So, definitely, you know what I mean? Stay tuned, and we're going to have more losses for you guys coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. I said it right this time.
Yeah, you said it right this time.
So you can get all those notifications and updates and our weekly videos.
Exactly.
And,
we are going to be releasing at least one video per week for you guys. Also, we have some social medias. We're starting to kind of build that up. It's TNA's Journey on Instagram. What, tell them?
It's Tavana's Journey.
Oh yeah, Tavana. I told you. I'm asking you.
I know. So it's Tavana's Journey on Instagram and TNA's Journey on YouTube. And
yeah, exactly. So make sure, like she said, smash, like, subscribe. Smash, like, subscribe. That's all I mean. Smash, like, and subscribe.
Hit the bell.
Exactly. So that you're notified of all the newest videos, guys. And we will see you next time.
All right.
Peace.
What happened?
I don't know, but
you're supposed to be.
Kiss me. No, I'm supposed to get the sugar though.
Okay.
All right.
Peace.
What? I wish I knew what was wrong with you. Are you riding with Biden? Oh, shh. Hot take.
I don't know what that face is for.
It's because you're just cool. You're very cool.
I am
cool chick.
Thanks.
You're very welcome.
I don't know if you're joking or not.
I'm not joking.
Ain't he cute?
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. All right. I'm just kidding. Whatever. Peace.